Morning everyone, and welcome to the Vauxhall Vivaro van build. If I was to calculate it, I think we're on approximately day 11 to day 12. We've covered everything with insulation and carpeting. We're now going to cover the floor. Literally, we're going to be covering the floor today. I'm going to use the 12mm ply. You can use a 12 or a 15mm ply, recommended. I'm not too worried not using a 15mm ply, and that's because the flooring I'm putting on top of it is quite thick. It's thicker than your standard vinyl flooring. I'm actually going to be using a brand called a Kardean Flooring, which you may know. It's they come in strips. It's what I've put in my last van, and we'll be covering that in the next video. But for this video, let's get on and cover the floor with the plyboard. Just finishing off the insulation to the floor now. So I've run the batten at the back and I've carpeted, and now I'm just going to finish off with the 75mm tape just along the edges to make sure that we seal everything in and it's airtight. This is where I'm up to now. I've laid the ply, cut the ply and laid it. I've had to buy 3 sheets of 122, I think it is, centimetres, which are the ones you generally get in places like B&Q. You can order wider pieces of ply from merchants, but they were all closed today. Rookie mistake. It was pouring down with rain yesterday and I couldn't be bothered to go anywhere yesterday, so I've ended up having to pay a little bit more by buying 3 sheets. I was talking about Kardean Flooring, and this is, I think that's the correct pronunciation. It's a wood effect flooring, which is exactly the same as what I had in my last Vauxhall Vivaro. It wears really well, and like I said, it's thicker than lino, but not as thick as wood. And the issue with wood is obviously it swells and then it shrinks back, which is pretty much the reason why I didn't do a wooden ceiling this time round. I've done a UPVC, which I know that also shrinks and not as much as wood. So this is the Kardean flooring. Please tell me whether you like it. Please tell me whether you think I should be putting a darker colour Kardean flooring. This is the effect I was talking about around the footwell where the lights are. Excuse me, I've not hoovered up since I've done anything. But these would be the type of brackets that I'm going to have going all the way around. And as you can see, by the time you fit that down, it fits lovely just where your LED strip is. So I had this bit kicking around in the garage, and I just wanted to make sure that my measurements were correct. But that would be how it would be finished off. So it would be the Kardean flooring on top of the ply, and then with the metal strip around the footwell. which I think is really effective. Obviously put a 45-degree angle on that, so it butts into the other one really nicely, so you have one along here as well. I've not screwed down the plywood at the moment, and that's because I wanted to check where all my battens were, and as you can see I've now marked where all the battens are underneath. What I haven't done is that I need to put some tape at the ends of where the battens are. I will then know where the battens are, and that will be a lot easier for when I put the furniture in. We're getting pretty close now. I'm just now trying to organise getting the flooring done. Like I said, I'm going to get someone else to do that. That's a friend of mine, but I do think the light ply is a nice colourway. Yeah, so three sheets of ply that you can get from your general B&Q, Wickes, wherever. And like I said, I've put a 12mm ply down, not a 15mm ply. I think I can get away with that because of the thickness of the Kardean floor. Anyway, that's it for this week. Next week, well, let's see where we get to next week. Cheers, bye.